The police department is in crisis. Officers say torn apart by the chief's actions during the George Floyd protests. There was a major meeting at Hallandale Beach Police today, and local 10 News reporter investigator Amy Viteri was there. Amy.
Well, the chief of police came out here this evening and told us that she had planned to meet with each of those 10 SWAT officers who resigned from their positions one-on-one to hear their concerns after they expressed concerns over a lack of support within the department. But she says she only made it through one of those meetings because no one seemed interested in having those discussions.
Now, former members of Hallandale Beach Police's SWAT team left the department Monday after what city leaders called unproductive meetings.
We've tried to do a dialogue with the members that resigned, but something else happened. We were met with a labor dispute.
What I was faced with, I was highly disappointed because we had the labor attorney show up. He was here unannounced.
Chief Sonia Quiñones said she had hoped to learn more about officers' concerns outlined in their memo last week, citing a lack of training, equipment, and support. The memo referenced a moment Friday in which leadership kneeled in solidarity with protesters outside City Hall.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
The officers were concerned about calls for action over a 2014 case in which the SWAT team conducted a drug raid at the home of 34-year-old Howard Bowe, killing the unarmed man and his dog. Chief Quiñones says none of that came up in Monday's meetings.
It didn't end well. Unfortunately, the rest of the meetings did not take place. The officers were told to only tell me that what they wrote in that letter is all they had to say and were not willing to talk to me any further.
So a couple things to unpack here. The chief, first of all, disputes claims about training and equipment, saying that the department has invested around $100,000 just in the past 2 years in SWAT-specific equipment. She has officially accepted the resignation of those officers from the SWAT team, but they do remain employed with the police department. And one more thing to note, the police union and the city have been without a contract, an official contract, for the past 2 years, and some city officials feel that what happened here today was less about the protests and more to do with a labor dispute. We're live in Hallandale Beach. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.
A lot going on there. Thanks, Amy.